Legislative Day is a day on which librarians and library supporters can come from all over the state and gather in the Capitol and meet their legislators, talk to them, and tell them the great value of libraries.
We've had this for a number of years now, since the 1990s, and it's just been a driving force in our advocacy efforts. We've seen that improve over the course of time. We've seen librarians become more familiar with their legislators, legislators become more familiar with the librarians, people become more confident about talking to their elected officials. So the benefits of Legislative Day last throughout the year, even though it's just one day. It's something that has picked up force and grown in momentum far beyond what just that one day that we started out with.
Being at the Capitol is really exciting. It's a beautiful place, it's a historic place, and libraries are an important part of Kentucky's history, and we definitely want to play a role in its future. We've made it into an event. It's where people come to meet with one another and talk about what they're doing in their own hometown. We also gather in the rotunda. We have inspirational speakers talk to us about how great libraries are, the importance of libraries. But building that relationship year after year is what Legislative Day is really about. It's that one time to come to Frankfort, to see your legislator right here where they do their job, and to say, hey, I'm from back home and I want you to work for me. Whenever you have a story to tell about your library, whenever you have seen the value firsthand, and you can communicate that, that makes it a very personal experience. Many of our legislators are very busy individuals, and it's great for them to hear stories from the home front. And we're bringing in some of the most important stories from our libraries.
Our legislators are the guys who distribute the resources that we have from the state government. And they're also the people who determine the laws that determine how we're going to run our libraries. So it's really important that we communicate with them our needs, that we communicate with them what's going on in our libraries, so that they understand what we do every day, so that they can make laws that allow us to do what we need to do. And also, they can provide resources that enable us to provide the programs and services that we need in order to serve the public.
I think the way that Library Legislative Day has made a difference in our county is just the fact that the representatives, our elected officials, know what happens in our library. They know how many people we serve because we communicate that to them every year, and when we see them throughout the course of the year, we hand them little flyers and we talk to them about the number of people that we serve, and so they're well educated about the importance of the library in their community.
Another thing that's important is that the trustees of the various libraries all over the state really need to see how the system works and to come and meet their representatives here in Frankfort. And it's important to educate them on their main job, which is supporting libraries. And this is the best way I know to do it. Come and see the people.
We constantly try to get folks to come, and we ask folks to come and speak. And there are those that are still a little hesitant, still a little afraid to come. But if I could say anything to those people, I would say come and try. You don't have to do it by yourself. There are folks here who will go with you. There are people who are experienced talking to their legislators that can go and be with you, give you that support. Because the important thing is to remember, it's one-on-one, our needs to our legislators. Unless they have the opportunity to hear from us, that's not going to happen.
I mean, I think if you don't show up and they don't see that you believe in what you're doing, I mean, then how do they know? I mean, like they say, the squeaky wheel gets the grease. I mean, if you're a librarian and this is your career and what you do, and you're out there with the people, I mean, who, you know, live in your district and work in your community, you have to get out there and advocate for them, because you don't want them to lose their library. It's their tax dollars that are being put into that library, and their legislator has to make sure those tax dollars go to fund the library that they visit. You're their representative. You need to come here and let legislators know why it's important.
It feels great to have this many with us. We have 14 here, and I'm a new public librarian. We're here to tell our legislators. We ask them to continue supporting libraries, Kentucky libraries. We feel they're an important part of the community. We help people with education, with job searching, with providing materials they need that they couldn't otherwise afford in the time of this economy. So it feels good to me that have these many people join on with us to come and tell our people in Frankfort how important we are, and to thank them for all they've done for us, and to continue doing so.
Legislative Day reaches out into every single community. Every opportunity that we have to speak with either a senator or a representative, it impacts what we do at the street level in my town and in every town in Kentucky.
You know, legislators really like libraries. They really know that the library plays an important role in the community. I think JC's done a wonderful job of arranging for us to have the rotunda where we can have speakers that highlight libraries, where we hear from our legislators how they feel about libraries. In the capital of our state, the most important building in our state, we can hear how important libraries are. And I certainly enjoy that immensely, and I wish every librarian in Kentucky could see that and be a part of it.
Well, first I would like to take this opportunity to thank all of you for the wonderful job that you do in getting knowledge out and helping the people. You have kept the crucible of knowledge throughout the years, and you've come here every year asking for help, and we have not really delivered that, but we are going to try in the future to help you.
Usually we don't get as much money as we want, but there have been critical times throughout the last 20 years when we've really needed increases in revenue, or we've needed changes in the law, and as a result of our advocacy throughout the year and our visits on Legislative Day, the legislators have come through for us, and they've increased state aid.
Over the years, we've been able to save the public assistance money that comes to us, the state aid money that comes to us. We've been able to save numerous programs by letting our legislators and our senators, our representatives know that that program is important, that that program is essential to my community, to the people that I serve at my library.
It has been successful, and I think it has made a difference to us. And I think if we continue on the road that we're going now, we're going to make an even bigger difference in the future.
The opportunity to interact with the legislature is great. It's good to be able to see them when that light comes on and they understand our need. When they are able to say, I see the problem and I have a solution. That's what Legislative Day is about. It's a great opportunity to be together with other librarians and to talk to legislators and to let them know we have needs and you can help.